Gentlemen, welcome back to Presidential Judgment Day. Let's keep it civil, mostly.
Civil? Jim, we're talking AITA stories here. Folks don't come looking for civil, they come looking for justice.
Justice. That's right, Sleepy Joe. Obama, you always want to be so careful. Sometimes you got to go for the big punch, like a champion.
And here we go.
AITA for punching my ex-husband's new girlfriend after she physically abused my daughter. My daughter Lily is 6 years old and has autism. I've been a single mother since I was 20, raising her on my own after my ex-husband Devon left us. He pays zero child support and only sees Lily once a month despite my constant begging. His new girlfriend Haley has been in his life for about 6 months, and from day one she's made it her mission to hate me. Haley once told me point blank that Lily's autism is my fault because I codded her. I don't coddle my child. I provide the extra support and therapy she needs to thrive. We've been working with speech therapists, behavioral specialists, and a child psychologist twice a week since Lily's diagnosis at 4. I stay on top of her development, but Haley sees it as me being overprotective. Last night was supposed to be Lily's monthly overnight at her dad's place. I was nervous about it, but I thought I could trust David. When he called me to come pick her up early, I knew something was wrong. The second I saw her, I knew I was right to worry. Lily had red marks, welts, and bruises all over her legs. When I asked her what happened, she told me she spilled water and Haley had hit her with a belt. I lost my mind. I rushed into the house, and before I even registered what I was doing, I punched Haley in the face. I didn't stop until I saw her on the floor. In that moment, all I could think about was protecting my child from the person who was hurting her. Haley wanted to press charges, but Devon talked her out of it. I still went to the police station with Lily right after and filed a report showing them the photos I took of her injuries. I pressed charges for child abuse and reported Devon to CPS for neglect and for allowing this to happen in his home. I'm a wreck. I feel like I should have done more to protect my daughter in the first place. I hate that I let her go over there. I'll never let her stay with him again. I keep replaying that moment in my head when I saw those marks on her body. I don't know if I'm the asshole for reacting so violently, but I know for sure I'm not sorry. Not even a little bit. AITA. Okay, let's hear it. So the mom, right? She's got this kid, Lily, little girl autistic, 6 years old. Done it all herself since she was 20. Guy left her high and dry. No child support, barely sees the kid. Deadbeat dad, sad.
Come on, Don. Don't be so quick to judge the father. Wait, no, yeah, actually, in this case, deadbeat. Got that right. Guy only sees the kid once a month, pays zero support. That's just not right. Lily deserves better.
The core issue is clear, though. This new girlfriend, Haley. She verbally attacks the mother's parenting based on a lack of understanding of autism, calling therapy coddling. Then physically abuses Lily with a belt when a minor accident happens. And the father, Devon, just lets it happen. He brings Lily to this woman.
Look, Haley, total loser. Telling this incredible mother, this warrior mom, that she's coddling her kid? Pathetic. And hitting the kid? Disgraceful. The way I see it, the mom reacted exactly how you should react. Strong, powerful, punches her right in the face.
Well, Don, I get the impulse. I really do. Seeing my grandkids, you wouldn't believe the fire that lights up inside you when somebody hurts one of them. But punching her twice until she's on the floor, that's a lot. I mean, Lily's got enough trauma already.
Barr, I absolutely agree punching her was excessive. Even understandable rage has limits. But let's be clear. Haley is 100% YTA for the abuse. The question is whether the mother's violent reaction makes her YTA. And the answer is complicated. While the violence is clearly disproportionate, the provocation was horrific child abuse. Her primary goal was protecting her vulnerable child from an abuser. The law might see it as YTA, but the moral imperative was overwhelming.
Exactly, Obama. The moral imperative. You know, people always talk about rules, but sometimes rules don't cut it. Sometimes you got to break them. Sometimes you got to throw a punch for the little guy or the little girl in this case. Lily's mom is NTA. She protected her daughter. That's the bottom line.
Hold on, Don. I'm not saying she wasn't justified to feel that way. But coming in and going to Rampage Jackson on Haley, that crosses a line. Look, she did the right thing afterwards, got Lily out, filed a report, pressed charges. That's the responsible part. The punch, that was the passion talking. And passion, my friend, ain't always pretty.
Barr's got a point about the aftermath. Filing the report, getting Lily to safety, pressing charges against both the abuser and the negligent parent, that's responsible. It shows she was acting to protect her child systemically, not just in the heat of the moment. The punch was the heat of the moment. So I think we can split the difference here. The abuse itself is YTA beyond measure. The punch is an impulsive response that, while understandable in the moment, was legally and proportionally YTA.
Legally? Obama always with the legal stuff. Big deal. She protected her kid. And by the way, Devon, total weakling. Let his girlfriend hit his kid? Pathetic. He's YTA too, obviously. But the mom? Hero. NTA.
Devil's in the details, folks. Lily's got autism. She's going to remember this. She's going to remember her mom losing it like that. Might scare her. We got to think about the kiddo here. The mom did do the right thing by reporting it, but the violence, that might have made a bad situation worse for the little one. So, personally, I'm leaning man-H on the mom. YTA for Haley, no question. YTA for Devon, big time. But the mom, protecting her kid is the most important thing. The method was rough, but I get it. I really do.
Barr, I respect the empathy and the focus on Lily's well-being. But the law exists for a reason. Encouraging vigilante justice, especially violence in response to violence, sets a dangerous precedent. While the motive was pure, the action was YTA. That said, her subsequent actions were absolutely NTA. So, I think we have to call it. Mom is YTA for the punch, but her core actions protecting Lily are NTA. It's ESH in the strictest sense. Haley is YTA for the abuse, Devon is YTA for the negligence, and the mom is YTA for the punch, but NTA for everything else.
YTA for the punch? Are you kidding me, Obama? You're weak. She was a warrior. She protected her daughter. NTA all the way. The best NTA. Nobody punches better than Lily's mom.
Look, Don, sometimes you got to admit a little nuance. Maybe she could have handled it, with a little less enthusiasm. But I see your point. She stood up for her kid. That counts for something. So, yeah, fine, NTA. But maybe just a little YTA? I don't know. I'm going with NAH overall. The good outweighs the punchy part.
Gentlemen, we clearly have differing perspectives. But here's the consensus. Haley is 100% YTA. Devon is 100% YTA. The mother's protection of Lily and her subsequent legal actions are NTA. The specific act of punching Haley repeatedly until she was on the floor, while understandable in the moment, was YTA. So, ESH. But mostly, Lily needs safety and support, and that mother, despite the misstep, is fighting for that. That's what matters.